good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're looking at this. This is Jim Barnhart, or as Dub calls me, Darth Maul. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a great day, and you're getting ready to see how we're able to make 35% on your return, depending on what you invest, all the way from anywhere from the minimum $100 on up. We're going to go through a few scenarios there with you, and also keep an eye out for the child account. That's where you can, under your account, you can add your children or grandchildren and put $100 in there, save up enough to put into a trust fund or something you can give them later on down the line, so they can help pay for college or pay for their own college, or buy a house or anything else their little heart's desire. Like I wish I had, but that's why we're doing this, right? So anyway, again, I appreciate you guys joining in. We'll go through this pretty quickly. It won't take too long, and you can see how you can make 35% with us here at Crude Coin Investments. So let's get to that famous calculator of ours, my little spreadsheet, and start showing you what's what. Okay, perfect. So what we're doing is on this payout of 35%, right here, we're going through the numbers just to let you kind of know the potential earnings you can make here. All right, so let's start out with $100 invested. At the end of the month, you would make a 35% return on your money. So that's $35. That rolls over to be $135. Next month, $47.25 is your 35% return. That goes over to $182.25, and so on. At the end of the year, your $100 will have built up to $2,800. Okay. Then you start out month 13 with $985 increase with the 35%. So you're basically almost starting out with $4,000 in the second year. So you go from $100 to starting out the next year with almost $4,000. Okay, so does that make sense? So you have $4,000. Great. All right, so let's move that up. Month 13, because you will have made that. So we put up here $37.99.42. Okay, so now as that grows, your $37.99 in month 13, really, right here, will grow to $1,300 in month 13. Okay, that rolls over $5,000, then you have almost $1,800. Then you, in month 15, you have almost $7,000 in your account. So now, by the time this second year, the middle of the second year rolls around, if you have just left that $100 in there to grow, and a lot of people are in that position, that's all they kind of can do. That's great. You can sit here and you can make almost $6,000 right there. Okay. Now, if you go along with our general rule of taking out only half of what you make in your earnings, that'll allow you to continue to grow your nest egg over here, if you will, exponentially. So you have almost 6,000 here, so you can take out about 2,800 in here. Let's say you have some bills. Okay, take that out in there. Now instead of $5,900 rolling over, you're rolling over $3,100. Let's say in this example, but I can finally pay some bills off. You're still going to grow your account to $20,000 the next month, and then you have $7,000 to work at. So now we got about $3,500. Let's say we got to really catch up on, and we want to pay some bills off, credit cards, starting knocking down other accounts that you just want to get rid of that are just nagging you every single month. And you still have enough to roll over. You're making $23,000, and you're still making $8,000 the next month. So as you can see here, we won't get into this real in depth because I think you guys can see how this will grow. That you can finally take some bills out here at this point and really start knocking down your debt. Okay, because now in month 9 you're making $32,000 in your account, $11,000 to play with. Actually, half of that, so 5,500, you can still do some damage and still grow your account over here. Now, if we go back, okay, and instead of $100, we're working with just what a $500 investment would be. Okay, you can see how much more it grows, and at the end of the year, you'll have $14,000, rolling over $19,000 in the next year. That we'll just round this up, $19,000 in year 2. Now you've really got some money a little bit earlier to play with. So the more you put in, the more it's going to compound, obviously, and grow, and you'll have, 12,000, so 6,000 here to work with some bills, 3,000 here, things like that. Remember, when you go back and you want to add some money, and here in this case, instead of a positive where your bills are taking out a positive number, let's say you want to add another $100 here. So in this case, we have to put a negative number in here, and that'll calculate it correctly. Okay, so you have it adds over 275 because you're adding 100 and 175. Now you push it to 775, and it's grown to 16,000 down here. Before we were looking at 500, you're looking at 14. So grow it a little bit. If you decide you want to put a little more in and you want to put another 500 in at the end of the month, all right, now you have 24,000. So you can see how that really grows. If you put another 500 in here, the second month, you're at 31,000, and it keeps going from there, and all that. So I won't get into your bills. I would say, like I said, wait till you're up where you can take out half of your earnings, and at least $3,000 to $4,000 worth. So you probably want to wait till the second year in this scenario with the 500. But if you put 1,000 in and you're getting your 35% return, now you're looking at $28,000 at the end of the year. I mean, you just made $27,000 and you're at 35% return. That ain't too shabby. Then you roll over your almost 10K. Now you're at 38,000 for the next year starting out. Okay, you can see how quickly this all is growing. So let's roll our 38,000. 37,999. We won't worry about the change. Okay, see, by the second year at $1,000, you're looking at the end of the second year at a $1 million return on investment. Okay, that allows you to do a lot. This is amazing, you guys. I mean, $1,000 in here at 35%. At the end of the second year, you make over $1 million. It's quite phenomenal. I don't know where else you can do this, and no other place is paying this out unless you start putting in, $15,000 initial investments or $25,000 initial investments. It just doesn't happen. So, as you can see on the numbers, you are still making a really good return at your 35%. I mean, I don't see where anywhere else you can do that. Certainly not what we're doing, and you multiply this out. Say you want to put $10,000 in. At the end of the year, you will have a $281,000, $438 investment portfolio. You will be able to take out almost $50,000 for Christmas and trips and paying off bills at the end of the year if you do nothing but wait until then. The sooner you add money up here, the higher this number will grow down here. For example, let's go back real quick and then we're done with this, and I think you guys get it. Okay, so if you only have, let's say, $200 in here, okay, and let's do it again. $200 in, you have $70 as your return here. Okay, now you want to add another $200. Well, you want to wait. I want to wait until I get some more money coming in. I'll do it down here. Okay, I'll show you. This goes to $8,600 by month 12 if you add $200 your second month. Okay, if you're able to do it in the first month, it gives you almost another $1,500 more. Okay, so you can see putting it in earlier down here, 12,600 and 17 to roll over, is better. If you wait, okay, and you put it in, let's say down here in month 4, that's 200. 2,200. It only grows to 11,284 or 15,234 to roll over. 11,000 right there in month 4. If you had done that back in month 2, you'd actually have more. You'd have 12,000. So putting more money in addition to what you initially put in your investment in the first 3 or 4 months is going to net you more in the long run down here than it is if you wait or only put like a 100 in here and there. Try to do that. That'll show you how much more you can make. You can mess around with this calculator later. All right, guys, that's about it for now. Hopefully that helps, and we will talk to you soon. We'll have other videos updating constantly, so you'll always know about the real estate opportunities that we have. The accelerated retirement account, where you can set yourself up to have a income stream set exactly for you what you'd like, whether you want 5, 10, 15, 20 grand a month to come in perpetually for the rest of your life and not ever count on Social Security. And other investments we'll look into, but we'll constantly update things as we go, keep you guys informed of what's happening, new things coming around, and other benefits for those of you who were our original members, and then those who are now since also joined. So everybody who's part of the family now, we want to make sure that we help everybody out. So anyway, thanks again for checking us out, and we'll have some more up soon. So good morning, afternoon, or evening. Have a good day, guys. Take care.